right, I just made a big change to my channel. Everybody that had been blocked has now been unblocked. Since there are so many leaving Nityanandas, and there have been people come back and apologize, I've opened it up. But if you come here and again you're making nonsense again, then we go through the same cycle. You get blocked and sent on your way, because I'm not dealing with trolls. Okay, if you've got nothing else better to do in your life than be a troll, then you can be a troll elsewhere. Okay, this is a spiritual channel. I don't allow my students to go around making heinous comments with people. If I found one of my students doing that, that would be the end of their path here. I won't work with somebody like that. Again, you know the quality of the guru by the students. Okay? So when you have someone like Nityananda that was advocating for them to go out and just, try to make curses and say the nastiest things they could think of to say and do, then that's the quality of a guru that you have. Okay? They say that, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And the fish stinks from the head down, okay? So, again, same thing. So anyway, I want to give everybody an opportunity to come back and be decent human beings, okay? We're not asking you to follow me as a guru. I haven't asked any of them to follow me as a guru. So those that come and say, I'm trying to get students on Nityananda's coattail, that's the furthest thing from the truth. Okay. Okay. I've been a guru since 1999. My path is teaching through Kundalini. Okay. Not Kundalini yoga. Not that misnomer. A genuine Kundalini path is taught here. So again, I don't want people to join my online ashram that are not ready for it, because if they have contact with me, their Kundalini is going to awaken. And it's not something you want to awaken if you are not ready for it. Because once awakened, you can't close it. Okay? So I'm not out here to, again, become a popular guru. I'm not out here to make a lot of money. I don't charge for courses. You never have, never will. Given most of the information that I can give publicly is out on the YouTube channel for anybody to see and go through. Almost every subject's been covered in the last 20 years. That's why I'm not doing so many satsang videos now, because I've done 20 years worth of them. And they're all online, free of charge for anybody to go back and listen to at any time. Okay. If you want to know more about some of the teaching style things that I have, you can get my book on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think there's used copies floating around, and even if they're not used, they're not expensive. It's Kundalini from Hell to Heaven, okay? So you can find that on Amazon. And I'm here, for those that are leaving Nityananda. Thank you for those that have apologized, those that are coming and asking questions. You always have moral support here. And there are many people that have left that will also be there for you for moral support as you get rebalanced and grounded. And please just take care of yourselves. And my concern has been that people have lost their life savings. They have mortgaged houses to go to these programs, and they wind up with nothing. It's heartbreaking. And to have people become abused sexually by this predator under the name of spirituality, it's just these kind of predator con men just really, really irk me, okay? And especially for someone like him to say that he is I can't believe it. He's the successor to Ramana Maharishi. No, okay. Ramana Maharishi was a sage. He wasn't a guru. He didn't have students, although people stayed with him for many years. Okay, and they did have changes in their consciousness because of who he was. Same thing with my students. When they get linked up here and they start connecting here, then they start having changes in consciousness. Shifts start taking place when they do the practices, etc. That happens, okay? But Ramana never claimed to be a guru. So, and he passed. He passed right around the time I was born. I forget if it was right before or right after, but it was right, I think it was right after I was born he passed. Yeah. So, to be someone's successor, they have to hand it off to you. Rajesh Karan, Nityananda was not even born yet, so he could not be handed that. And he also claims to be the successor of Sai Baba. Not Sai Baba of Shirdi, not the genuine, but Sai Baba. Okay, well, maybe he's closer to being his successor because he was also one that was a predatory guru that lied, he cheated, and again, fake magician's tricks, So, same thing. He's following right down the line with him and Osho. He's taken stuff from Osho, from Sai Baba, and from the other one that did another self-proclaimed that made a lot of money. Okay, so he's modeled himself after those type of people. All of them con men, just, they preyed on people, and it's sad. They give people permission to act out and do things. And then most of, unfortunately, Nityananda's thing is having people try to, he require them, as many of you know, to make videos to drag people in and make more money. Really? Okay? This is not the actions of a guru. Guru is there to get you to enlightenment, to moksha, okay? To freedom within yourself, not to become chained to this thing of powers and nonsense and chained to a persona, okay? That's not what it's ever supposed to be about. So anyway, long story short, if there's a topic you want to hear a satsang on, please let me know. But don't ask me for things that are, not given out to general public, okay? Don't ask me for those in-depth things. Those are only given to my students that are ready for the really in-depth types of practices. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope some of the ones that have listened to this before and they were so nasty. And people ask me if people from Nityananda had come back and apologized. And there have been. And thank you for that. Sarah Landry actually came back and apologized. And she has done some heinous things. And of course her apology is accepted. I wish her well. I hope she continues her journey, and that she continues to speak out. And I've heard from a few people from Nityanandas that have come and asked me questions, and I'm happy to answer them. And I just wish them well on their journey, and hopefully they haven't become soured about going forward in their spiritual journey, because I know this can be such a stumbling block for people when you have had this type of experience. Okay, it's called Lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. Okay, you've learned a valuable lesson. You don't chase somebody that makes light shows and says, I'm an avatar, I'm God, I'm, again, and wants a lot of money and makes you sign non-disclosure agreements and doesn't allow people in and out of the ashram, okay? keeps you basically hostage. This is not somebody that's there for your benefit. It's somebody that's there for his own egotistical benefit for himself. That's it. He cares about nobody but himself. And again, that's why he's running. Okay, that's why he's running. You think a real avatar would be afraid of a court date? Okay? Even if they had been arrested falsely, which he wasn't, okay? If they'd been charged falsely, they wouldn't run. They would man up and do the right thing, okay? Which is the last thing that this wanker is going to do, okay? So again, I'm going to leave this here. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Namaste. Please, everyone, be safe, be well, continue your journey. Find a guru that's not this big popularized thing. You know, most of the genuine gurus are going to have a smaller following because they're not out for name and fame, and they're not out to give a lot of ego strokes and ego candy. Okay? So they're not going to be the real popular people out there, because this is not what it's about. Name and fame and money. That's not what it's about. It's about getting people to freedom within themselves. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Aho and namaste.